You see this guy? This thing is autocannon, guys. This thing is a aircraft carrier. If you see this thing, I'm insane, guys. I'm an insane builder. All I see in YouTube tanks, plane, bombers. But me, I'm an aircraft carrier, man. I'm insane. But I know this thing is a sitting duck here. You can just bombard it with bombs. So this thing would be just burn out, just replacing with bombs or maybe compact bomb with times 4. If you don't see a compact bomb, I'll show it later to you. And usually they have autocannon or cannons maybe. We have automatic task, you can control them in manual. And ID3 is for anti-aircraft guns. Anti-aircraft guns like that. And then do the rest. This thing is insane, man. Or maybe I can make you a sky carrier. You know, sky carrier, man. Yeah, you can see that. But those things are different. They're just sitting ducks. But this thing is a little bit laggy. When you make a bigger runway, it's more laggier. So make it shorter. Shorter runways take more shorter takeoff. It look like a default airplane. But one thing, it have a huge contact, surface contact. So you can fly easily, but I obstructed to the propeller so it can take off faster. And here, when you see here, there's a grabber. See that? And this thing is a cannon times 2. This thing is an aircraft carrier. You know Midway. If you don't know Midway, that thing is if you just watch video, man, you will see Pearl Harbor burn down, man. When you see this thing, you think this is a tiny boat, but this thing is a cargo ship. Cargo ship can transport goods for Allied, but if this thing was online, oh yeah, I would be damned. I would just grab some of my opponents and burn me down. But this thing is sitting ducks. They don't have weapons, but only radar. You see this thing rotating? Those stuff are radar, man, radar. But that ain't thing work. That those stuff is for props only. Now you see the compact bomb. This thing is top secret, man, because this thing can carry your plane 4 times the bomb, but the bomb itself is very powerful. You see this thing, you can just destroy enemies armor like that. But one thing, if you use the again, the ballast tank, that thing is useless from woods. Because did you know when you use ballast tank on wheels, that thing will just don't work or do not reattach because it's heavy. But on wood block, it works. Okay. And why you see that YF-35? This thing is a menace, man. It's a menace. Because I'm a team builder, and this thing is is a light bomber and a very fast one. And then we have other accessories too. And this thing have a air brake that can make you slow down. You can use it also on landing or bombing runs. And this thing will be very powerful like that. And one thing, they're very heavy. Everyone knows that. And then and why see this? This is an improvement one. But when you see this thing, oh yeah. B2 stealth bomber man. B2 stealth bomber. Only carries 6 ammunition bombs times 2, dropping them 3 times in a row. That thing is huge. And when you see this thing, you're dead. This thing a noob. But this thing have a very short range. Cannot fly like as a plane because it's very goddamn heavy. Because when you try to put some accessories in it, it just don't work. It will just break the wings off because it's heavy. And this thing was a grenade. And it's a grenade. And this thing have wings too, so you can just guide it on your target, man. If you try this on challenge, man, oh, they would be absolutely destroyed, man. Just trust me, man. And this thing have many explosive in there. You see that thing is a very compact bomb. And one thing, it had armor, man, armor. So goodbye. You need to move now. You need to move in the proximity, man. When you're there, you man. There you see that destruction, man. When you're in there, you're dead. And what is this? Cargo 2. Cargo 2 is a useful one. Because this thing, if you have friend in it, you can just carry your friend around it. And see this? It looks like a cargo one or maybe tripper one. And going back on the Evergreen, that cargo ship have a crane, so the grabber will just carry it around. And by the way, when you see this train, that thing are absolute menace, but they're very small like this. I cannot make them big. They're just going to make it worse. The performance making worse. But I make a very useful one. So this thing, it's a battleship, man. It don't have any torpedo, you have explosive in it, but making a torpedo is very difficult, and putting it on the battleship will call us as a destroyer. But this thing have an AA gun, so this thing is useful. And also, this thing is very fast too. This thing have a artillery gun will be useful. Like this. See that? This thing is a battleship, man. I'm insane. And this thing, I have my own helicopter, man. Lord. This thing a Chinook helicopter. If you don't see a Chinook helicopter, you will see it online or maybe mobile games or maybe Call of Duty, because Call of Duty have a best game at all. Maybe now a mobile one. And this thing is very unstable. When I control it, oh, I don't know. And when you see this, if you want to see this, man, this thing is a buggy with just a high speed boat, but don't have weapons, man. I didn't put it some weapons because it would be horrible. And the performance with it would be worse than you think. And this have air brake too, so you can slow him down. And that thing would be useful. So you're fine. Or maybe you can escape from your enemies very fast. And that thing with a huge advantage on you because you may be lacking some armor. And you see that, you just crash on a huge bump. But when you remove this, oh, you're absolute menace now. That thing was unstoppable now. Oh. And this thing was a super artillery one. You see this thing? You're just a sitting duck, man. You can just bombard it with the enemy's bombs because the players are very good at bombarding, such as if you're a bomber, you can destroy this tank. And this thing have a aiming stuff. In ID3, worst, and therefore is the artillery guns can go fire. See that? And diminish is a few volleys. In just a few shots, this thing will just jump up. See you next episode, mate.